I have some information on this in my third and fourth book on leadership, and it's my plan in about 5 or 10 years to write a book on narcissistic behavior. I have everything prepared. I have about 150 hours of material for the book, because I think it's the single biggest problem in the world that it's most easy to see. Adults who look for power, authority, wealth, and attention are children who didn't get any of those things. Because we very often seek what we don't have, which is a mistake psychologically. So the child in school who is very loud is the child at home that nobody sees. They're loud at school because they want the attention, because they don't get any attention at home. We seek the things we don't have. Now, as this child grows into an adult, they basically, because they didn't get enough love, and I know this is a kind of crazy topic, but let me go down this road for a minute. If you don't eat breakfast, you are hungry at lunchtime.
Yeah.
If you don't get enough love from your parents when you're a kid, you've got a big hole in your heart. And
if I don't.
Yeah, if you don't get enough love from your parents when you're a kid, you have a big hole in your heart.
Yes.
You can't go back and eat the breakfast that you missed. You can't go back and give the love or get the love that you didn't get. This is the power of time to move us in one direction. And so there are a lot of adults, I estimate maybe 70%, who have the hole in their heart. And to be a complete person, you have to fill the hole with something. Now, you can choose to fill it with love, but a lot of people don't really know what that is or what that means, especially if they didn't get it when they were a child. So that's why people take drugs and they drink alcohol, they do dangerous activities or risky activities. It's also why people seek power. Seek power. There's a lot of people who have a lot of power that you would not want to be your friends. And they have that power because that power brings people to them. Because without the power, people wouldn't go to them because they're not very nice people. So it happens that a lot of people who have power have not rightfully earned that power through work. They've basically clawed their way into that situation, and there's usually some level of manipulation involved there. And when they get there, they learn very quickly they don't have the skills to survive in the position, and so they then have a series of behaviors which they use to try to keep in power within that situation. So naturally in life, everybody wants some level of control. But naturally in life, too much control is a bad thing, right? Things get negative very quickly when we have too much control in a situation. Some level of control is important, but too much control, no flexibility, no freedom. We need to be able to adjust everything from the temperature in our home to the seat in the car to we need to be able to move things to make us feel comfortable. So so wanting to change something is natural, but wanting to control everything is an extremely destructive behavior. And a lot of bosses have this narcissistic attitude, which is the result of the fact that basically deep down inside, and I mentioned this in the previous conversation, they're not happy. They're not happy because when they look in the mirror, they see inside of themselves and it's not a good thing. And they tend to make a big mess of their life and the lives of other people and companies and a lot of things. And it's all down to this narcissistic concept. And in the last 2 or 3 years, I've had a number of clients who came to me with problems. And the problem in each case, although the problems were different, the root of the problem was exactly the same. And the root of the problem was that they were surrounded by people who had narcissistic behaviors. And you can't be yourself because you spend all your time trying to please them and make them happy. But nothing you do will ever be enough to make them happy. So you can't win in that basic situation.